I might have Ghost beat.
All right, no, not Kung Pao.
You know, you didn't like my nipples look like milk nuts.
No.
I would like a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $5, baby. You want fries with that? Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk After Dark, where we keep it real about life and film. Bill Conklin, everybody in the house tonight. Tonight. We're going to have a little fun tonight. We just grabbed a couple random movies. We're just going to kind of dish it out on what we think about those movies and maybe which one is the better of the two.
Mine.
It'll be fun. You did pick some good picks, man. That's why this one's going to be tough because I went a little goofy, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them or not. I went Inspector Gadget. Got Inspector Gadget in here. So Inspector Gadget versus which one you do?
First? We're just showing one, right?
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Independence Day versus Inspector Gadget. I automatically might just say you win this round automatically because it's probably the better movie, but I grew up on Inspector Gadget, so I got some love for Inspector and Matthew Broderick.
Well, he put the ships together, and
yeah,
he used all the gadgets to make Independence Day. So.
That's true.
He had a hand in it.
He was working in the background, going. But yeah, I love me some Inspector Gadget. What do you think of Inspector Gadget?
I loved Inspector Gadget. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I just rewatched it.
I like the cartoons. When the cartoons come out, I love the cartoons.
I love that the original Inspector Gadget voice had a cameo. Yeah. In the movie at the end of the brain.
Well,
he was like, "It's a brain."
There was Don Adams from Get Smart, wasn't it? Did he do the voice of?
I think so. I think that was him
in the cartoon series.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Don Adams.
Yeah, I love me some Inspector Gadget. I remember seeing it in theaters. I was a little bit boy. I just watched it with Dutch recently. He really enjoyed it. He liked it. Go Gadget podcast. And all of a sudden a microphone comes out.
Did they mention Don Adams on there by any chance? I wonder if they know. Probably not, because he's probably not. If it was just a cameo, they probably don't mention him back there. Oh.
Speaking of,
sorry.
Nuh-uh. I thought that was the Inspector Gadget theme. That's how it started off.
Oh, is
remember?
It?
Yeah, it's like, and then you hear the I literally thought that was the Inspector Gadget theme. I said, no way.
I planned it.
Right. Call me at this time. That's funny.
That's just letting me know it's time to give my cats their medicine. Sorry, yeah. Kiki, I'll be home soon.
She's at home. Daddy. But Independence Day, that's fine. We actually have Inspector Independence. We both start with an I. Look at
that. I loved Independence Day because
it's a good movie.
The effects were great.
Yeah.
And it had so much humor in it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But besides all the sci-fi and all the attacks and blowing up the cities, which was all really cool. You know? It had a lot of really funny parts in there, too.
It sure did.
So.
Yeah. Miss Sarah's going to be bumming out about this because she loves Independence Day. She's like, dang it, Dutch picked the wrong time to get sick, Sarah. Should be down here. Should be would I definitely have won the round no matter what she picked.
I didn't care as much for the second one.
Yeah, it didn't hit as hard as one of those sequels that was kind of too late.
It was kind of like,
it's one of those that doesn't.
It was okay. I've got it in my collection because. Well, you have to.
Oh yeah, that's how
keep them together.
That's how I feel about the sequel to this one, man. That one was a dud too, and that was a straight to video. And Disney was pretty well known for that back in the day. Like they'd put out their first movie in theaters, but then the sequel was always getting a physical, just straight to DVD release.
Yeah,
except for like Toy Story 2 was actually going to be one of those, for instance. But then they were like, no, I think it's good enough to get a theatrical, and then ever since they've gotten theatrical. But yeah, no, it was going to hit that. Toy Story 2 is going to hit that at the same thing as the other ones. Because, I mean, you even got Lion King 2, that went straight to video.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them. Aladdin 2, that went straight to video.
But the new Lion King.
Well, yeah, the live action that went to theaters.
That was. I really liked that.
I still haven't seen Mufasa, but I did like the live action Lion King.
The visuals were just beautiful in there.
I can only imagine how good they were because beautiful. It's been a couple of years since, or a few years since the other one. So in time, they probably got better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's how I felt about the sequel to this. And then they brought in French Stewart, which I have nothing against the actor or nothing, but I just thought Matthew killed it as Inspector. So
yeah,
it was one of those things where they just, you know, they recast it so they could probably save some money. You know what I mean? Not pay Matthew. Same with George of the Jungle 2. Not pay Brendan Fraser, so they bring in somebody else.
Well, what they think they're going to make all this money anyway. They think it's a shoe, and if the first one does good, they figure they've got a built-in audience, so they're going to make money, and they don't really care. Hey, let's say somebody won't make it a little cheaper. We're still going to make a lot of money on it, you know, because we got a built-in audience.
Yep. And if it's a kids movie or made for like family-friendly audience, it's really going to go regardless of theatrical or video. It's going to have an audience because some kids will go after it. You know, I remember watching so many things as a kid. So many. Now there's even more. Streaming
I love
everything.
it when they take the time and the money that they made on the movie to make the movie even better with even a bigger story, something that's not just the same thing, but a different story with just the elements that made you love the first one. You know, with the better effects if they're available. You know, I like it when they actually care about their audience and try to make it bigger and better.
Yeah, I agree. With
instead
that.
of just like putting out something mediocre just to make a buck. You know?
Which seems like that's what they're doing anymore nowadays.
Yeah, I've seen a few sequels that I like better than the original, even.
Yeah, it's always tough to do.
Yeah,
it's always tough to do. Which is why there's only one in my collection that's probably the best, hands down, sequel ever made. Terminator 2.
Terminator 2 is excellent.
Terminator 2, baby.
Yeah. I did like all of the Terminator movies though.
Yeah,
and I like the Sarah Connor TV series too.
I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Really, I really liked it.
The effects were horrendous.
Right,
they were so bad. But it wasn't just that. I mean, it was like I didn't really enjoy the story or all these new characters, and then characters that we knew and loved, like Sarah and John and them, and then you're recasting them. But what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? With TV series like that, they probably don't have the budget to even bring them back, you know?
Right.
Unfortunately. But I enjoy the first three, especially after what we got with, what was it, Genesis and Dark Fate. I think that Terminator 3 is actually a better movie now. You know? Like a better sequel than those. Like I enjoy those first three now. But of course, two's the boss. Two's the boss.
I like all that. I went with...
Oh, snap, round two. Who we got?
Star Trek.
Oh, J.J. Abrams, baby.
Yeah, there's a lot of people don't like the J.J. Abrams version, but then it also brought in a lot of new Star Trek fans that was never familiar with Star Trek.
I'm one of them.
And it opened up Star Trek to a whole new generation.
Yeah, I never watched a single episode of Star Trek. That was my first viewing of Star Trek.
See, and with me,
and I enjoy it.
I have every complete series of every Star Trek, including the animated series. I have all the movies, even the Next Generation, all the movies, and I also have all the J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
Yeah, which there was 3 of those, right?
Yes.
It was
Into Darkness
and then Beyond. Was it Beyond?
And Beyond, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind them. I mean, the first one is more memorable to me, but I might have seen it more than I watched the other ones. I think I've only watched Beyond like a couple times.
The casting is what really impressed me. The people that they got to play, Captain Kirk and Spock and Uhura. Nobody's ever going to replace Uhura for me. Like I said, I met her in person.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I talked to her for a while, and just one of the classiest ladies you ever wanted to meet. Broke my heart when she died.
Yeah.
But nobody could ever replace her. But she was able to come through not only from the TV series, but she also played a big part in the movies, the Star Trek movies that came out.
Yeah.
With the original cast, But I love the entire Star Trek, well, as you can see.
Yeah.
I love the entire Star Trek franchise. And they just keep getting better. They throw a stinky one in there every once in a while. But right now I'm enjoying Strange New Worlds.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And they're doing a great job.
That's the newest one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen previews for it on Paramount Plus. That's where it's at, isn't it? On Paramount?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen ads on it when I'm watching Dexter.
Yeah, it's a really good series. They do a really good job of recreating the characters. One thing that's on the web. If there's any Star Trek fans out there, you need to check this out. I was amazed. There is a web series that fan made called Star Trek Continues.
Really?
And it's gotten all kinds of recognition. I mean, there were stars from the actual series, actual big names that came in and made cameos and did stuff in this because it's so good. They recreated the entire set of the Enterprise. everything, and
That's incredible.
the coloring, the filming, the uniforms, everything. It looks like you're watching the original series, continuation of the original series.
Oh, okay.
And they complete the 5-year mission. Since Star Trek only lasted 3 seasons.
Okay.
They came back and they completed the 5-year mission using
Okay.
actors, and the actors are fantastic. I was really pleasantly surprised.
Nice.
And it's really gotten a lot of credit now. So a lot of people noticing that. So
nice.
Excellent.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Do I have to know the original series to get it at all? Or it would probably just help.
It would help.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't have to know the original series, but to know their characters, you know, like Spock and Bones. The best thing is the relationship between the characters is what made Star Trek so good. Between the captain, the doctor, and the first officer, science officer Spock. You know, and it's funny the camaraderie between them. You know, whereas Bones and Doc McCoy and Spock, where they're arguing back and forth. You know, it's nice. Hilarious. It's funny.
That's pretty good. I have to check it out. You can't go wrong with no I'll be back.
Star Trek was way before its time.
Yeah.
Look at what all we've got now. When you see the original series, you see Captain Kirk, William Shatner. He flips open his phone. It's a flip phone. And he's talking to people on it. Way before we had anything like that.
Anything, yeah. I don't think we got an actual flip phone till maybe the 2000s.
Yeah.
Because everything else was a big bulky one. So.
It looked just like it did in Star Trek.
That's awesome.
And then in Star Trek, you see them, they're looking on a computer, and you could see the person that they're talking to, and they're looking at each other. They could see each other. Mm-hmm. Guess what? We've got that now too.
Yeah, that's true.
The holodeck.
Yeah.
I just did a holodeck thing over in Las Vegas that was just like the holodeck in Next Generation.
That's
I could run around. I put this. You put something on, and you're in this world, but you can run around. You can jump up. It's such a big room. It warns you if you're going to hit something, but it's so big you don't hit it. I came out of things sweating.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I was sweating and exhausted, from being in this thing and interacting in this world. But it was just like Star Trek. It's like way, way ahead of its time.
Yeah, what they were able to predict with things like that, like you even got like The Simpsons, you know how they say they predict so many different things that they have done that happened way before it actually happened. That's so wild how things like that happen. It's like, does somebody actually know something, or is it a coincidence?
Is it life imitating art, or
right? Yeah,
instead of art imitating life, this is life imitating art.
Yeah, that's so wild. It blows my mind sometimes.
Laser technology, Star Trek. Technology.
One of these days, man, we're gonna have real like phasers and lightsabers, and I know that's not Star Trek, but just naming out a few sci-fi things.
I love Star Wars too. So
yeah, I feel like we're getting close. Can't go wrong with either one, man.
I'm an equal opportunity geek.
Yeah. I think the only reason I was ever against Star Trek, like I'm sure if I went back and tried to watch the series now as an adult and a filmmaker and so I'd probably enjoy it more. But I think the only reason I gave it crap is because I was introduced to Star Wars first, and then there's always even to this day there's that Star Wars rivalry,
Right.
So I think because as a Star Wars nerd, when you're hanging out with other Star Wars and they're like, "Oh, Star Trek sucks," you're like, "Yeah, Star Trek sucks." You've never seen it,
See, and I never had that because I loved all of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, I grew up with Star Trek and Star Trek Next Generation. My favorite, I think, of all the series, and there's a lot of them, was Star Trek Voyager.
When did Patrick Stewart come in? I know he was a part of it.
Star Trek Next Generation. That was the first.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first reboot of Star Trek. Star Trek Next Generation.
It? Okay.
Yeah.
So there was.
It
the
wasn't
original.
a reboot. It was like because it was in a different timeline. You know. Because they talk about Captain Kirk and the exploits of the Enterprise.
So they're not in
the first Enterprise.
They talk about him.
Right.
Okay. So
like the first Enterprise was just Enterprise, and then you have Enterprise D, which is
so
Jean-Luc Picard's.
The one
Enterprise.
with Shatner came first, is the original, right. And then the Next Generation was the first reboot.
Right.
Okay.
And then you had Voyager, Deep Space Nine. Then you had the Scott Bakula Star Trek Enterprise, which goes back even before Star Trek to show how we first meet the Klingons. And I love both franchises. What I like about Star Trek is that they build these worlds, these characters that you fall in love with, and all the aliens and the back history, and with it being a series and movies, you've got a lot more to work with, and I like that. even the animated series. The animated series introduced the holodeck.
Oh wow!
I mean, all, and that was the original voice of the original crew from the original Star Trek that did incredible. The actual voices in the animated series.
Oh, cool! That's even cool. Yeah. That's really cool, when they do stuff like that. I forget
Star Wars just blew me away. But they're two different. Star Wars is more like science fiction, fantasy in a world of far, far away. Galaxy far, far away. And it's fun.
Yeah.
Star Trek was a little bit more serious, even though if you look at the original series, it might seem kind of campy now. But once again, it was ahead of its time.
Right.
You talk about diversity. I mean, you had a Russian, a Scotsman, a black lady, African. You had all these different Uhura. You had all these different people working together on the ship, and then an alien with them. You know. And it's set in a time when, there was no more war. The only thing you have to worry about now is warring factions out there, like the Klingons, the Romulans,
Right. Gotcha. So, yeah, trying to think what I was getting ready to say. I had something on my mind. I guess I can't think of it. It just slipped my mind.
Right there it is.
I got faith. Right. Oh, did you catch it?
Yeah. Did that help?
No.
I think some of it fell off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You tried. You tried. No, I was going to say something. I think it had something to do with Star Trek and Star Wars, but I forgot. Oh, there it is. You found it. I was going to bring up Star Trek Nemesis. Is it Nemesis or Nemesis?
Nemesis, yeah.
What's the deal with that movie? Because I think I heard that movie gets a lot of slack, like a lot of hate. Or is it a mixed bag, or what is it?
I liked it.
I heard that's like the Batman. I heard that's the Batman and Robin of Star Trek.
Yeah, I think that's the one where they had that clone or whatever of Picard, or it come up, and he looked a little bit like him. It was probably one of the weaker ones.
Was it?
Yeah, same as.
Because I know that name a lot because I've heard a lot about it, but not in a good way. Like a lot of people say, it's probably the weakest.
Yeah, that was probably the weakest of the Next Generation.
Yeah, there's always going to be a weak bunch in the batch, or the batch in the bunch. One of the two. One of the two. Need to call her, Sarah, get down here.
Let's see.
Mr. Dutch Poo feeling the greatest, and he woke up right before Sarah got home, and so now Sarah's keeping an eye on him, so that's why we are Sarah-less tonight.
What were the original Star Trek movies?
It's going to be like Star Trek movies.
Okay, the weakest one, you have Star Trek. There are 6 of the original movies. And the one that people like the most, was Voyage Home, because people could relate. People that weren't even Star Trek fans, because the ship comes back into the past to save the whales.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of funny stuff in there.
Okay.
A lot of funny stuff. But that seems to be a lot of people's favorites from that.
Gotcha.
And then the one that was the weakest was Star Trek V: The Final Frontier.
Oh yeah.
That was directed by William Shatner.
Really? Okay.
And it's like the search for God. And it was just the effects were horrible. And Shatner said that they cut his budget. And so there's a lot of the effects that he had planned. Like he had this big, like angels, demons fighting it out in space. He had this big idea, and it all just went away. And you could tell it went away. So that's probably about the weakest of the Star Trek movies.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Undiscovered Country was the last one before they started the Next Generation movies.
Okay.
Which, of course, Captain Kirk dies.
Yeah.
In the Generations movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How come Spock didn't die?
He did.
Did he?
In the Wrath of Khan, he died, but then he came back to search for Spock.
Isn't that the famous Khan?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
I know, I've seen that one around.
Yeah.
How come they didn't? How come do you think they didn't do that in Into the Darkness then? Because I know that did they switch it, or was it Spock because I remember that they replicated that scene Into the Darkness, didn't they? When they brought in Khan.
Yeah, it was kind of different. They kind of paid homage to it, I guess. Yeah.
Because I was like, I remember like.
I have to watch that one again.
Yeah,
like I said, I've got all of them, but
that was Benedict Cumberbatch, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Khan.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of fan speculation when that movie was first coming out, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's probably playing Khan. He's probably playing Khan." But then everybody was like, when they first saw images of him and stuff, they didn't think he was playing Khan just because he looked regular or whatever. Whenever he's supposed to be like, isn't he supposed to be more monster looking or alien looking?
No, he was enhanced genetics.
Oh,
so he was more, like in the original Star Trek series, Khan was played by Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, okay.
And what was cool is that in the movie, The Wrath of Khan, when they brought back that storyline, Ricardo Montalban came back to play the part that he played in the original series, which was
cool.
really, really cool.
Yeah, that's cool when they do that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was, dude. I bet you if Leslie Nielsen was still around today, alive today, I bet you he would have cameoed in the new Naked Gun.
Oh, I'm sure.
Guarantee it.
In a way, he did. His
yeah,
picture.
with the picture. That's true. That's true. He's like, hello, Dad.
that was the funniest,
O.J. Simpson one.
Funniest scene in the movie. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, he said,
nah.
Walked away. Dude, he had a solid addiction and fascination to coffee, didn't he? He's getting coffee left and right, man.
Passing it through him as he's driving down the road. Yeah. Thank you.
You're right. Or whenever he like just was handed one, he like zips it real quick and tosses it, and then somebody hands him another one. And then there's like a stack of cups of coffee.
What did you do? You think Liam Neeson? He was. I
love Liam
in
Neeson.
Comparison with Leslie Nielsen, though.
I think he definitely had the humor for sure, but I mean, like, it's hard to top Leslie. I mean, he's one of a kind.
Yeah.
But Liam, I thought, did a really good job. Him and Pam really had some great chemistry, and I'm really hoping that if they're really truly like a pair, that I wish them happiness, man, because like they both deserve it. Especially Liam, man, because he's been like 15 years without his wife now, or something like that. That's rough,
Liam Neeson. In comparison with Leslie Nielsen, they both start off doing like serious stuff.
That's true, yeah.
And so, anytime you get a serious actor who you've seen in so many serious movies,
this guy right here can do both.
It makes it fun.
Yeah, this guy can do both right here, and I know he has fun doing it.
Yeah, I do.
You do. Bruce Almighty. It's another good one.
I think that's what really throws people. When you see somebody who's normally so serious, and then all of a sudden, he's cracking up. You just don't expect it, and he does it so deadpan.
Yeah,
the face is so deadpan.
Yeah, I love the. He says, "It says here you're in for man's laughter." And he goes, "That's manslaughter." Must have been pretty serious. Just so serious about it.
Yeah,
must have been a serious crime.
It was funny.
That was great. It cracked me up so hard. He said, "Man's laughter."
Man's laughter.
I was like, I knew exactly what it was supposed to be.
I had
to
go see that movie twice because you're laughing so hard you miss some things, because there's little things that you might not notice that it's going on too.
That's one of the best parts about rewatching movies, especially movies you love, is like you always catch things.
You ever see the original TV series Naked Gun?
No, I didn't know it was a TV series.
I've got.
Oh, dang! You learn something new every day.
It lasted like 6 episodes. It was actually called Police Squad.
Yeah, okay.
And it started off, the movie, it's called, I think it was Police Squad.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie Naked Gun, where they had the red light. Like you're inside the police car, and all of a sudden you're driving through a mall, and you're driving up the sidewalk, and you're driving down a bowling alley. Yeah. That's what they used for the ending of Police Squad, the TV series.
Oh, really?
It only lasted like 6 episodes, but I've got all 6 episodes.
That's cool.
I've got all of them.
That's awesome. I love that.
In the series, you'd always have this guy walk in, like, everybody's in frame here, and you get this real tall guy comes in, he's talking, but you never see his head because he's taller than the frame, and they don't pull the camera back, so all you see is up to his shoulders, and he walks away. That's all you ever see of the guy in the series.
That's funny. We got a little off topic there, but that's okay. I think, no offense, but I think Terminator 2 is going to have to win this round.
No.
Yes.
No. More history.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Terminator didn't show up until the 80s.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, what's your third movie?
I might have Ghost beat because I think this is one of the main reasons I wanted to do one of these is because I really want an excuse to talk about Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Oh, not Kung Pao. Okay, mine wins. It's already. We don't have to vote on it, you know.
I forgot you said once you didn't like this movie.
Kung Pao.
This is going to be even more fun then. You didn't like my nipples look like milk duds.
Was that Kung Pao or Dung Pao? Dung Pao.
Dung Pao. Dung Pao. That's what they should have called it. Dung Pao. I think it's directed by even Steve Odenkirk, who actually played the main guy in it. I just find it so fascinating that they took so many old school movies and they were able to like shoot new stuff, but like piece it all together and make it look like a new movie. Because when I first saw this, I thought everything was new, like it was all shot, and then I found out that it was actually old Japanese movies that they had taken out and made a story. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
And then they they got a behind the scenes thing here too. Where they show you like him shooting behind the scenes where he's like on the green screen or a blue screen, and they insert him and they show you the original clip, his blue screen clip, and then they mash it together and you see the actual thing, which is really cool. But
I'll have to give it another chance sometime.
This is one of the main reasons why I did love that on top of the humor. The humor is hilarious.
Don't they fight cows or something?
Yeah. Well, it's to be honest with you, it's kind of like a spoof movie. Because it's like they're making fun of martial art movies like The Matrix, obviously, because they do the cow fight where he shoots the milk and he, So it really is like a parody all on its own. But I really enjoyed it. And I love it because it says it's the Chosen Edition. He says, I need gopher chucks. He grabs out the gopher chucks. And just the whole movie's so funny, man. He says, we don't want to lose any more big toes now, do we? It's nappy time. I can just quote this movie for hours.
Let me see that.
I can quote Kung Pao for hours. It's hilarious. There's so many good quotes in there. He goes, my name is Betty. And he says, but isn't Betty a woman's name?
They even say here it's a parody.
Okay, yeah.
They even have it back there. See, a zany parody.
Yeah, very zany. If you have not seen Kung Pao, I definitely recommend it. It's just have an imagination because it's out there. There's even one.
And I do like parody movies.
Yeah, there's even one. There's even one chick that shows up with she's got one boob in it, and she's even telling him, "You're the chosen one."
Only one?
Yeah, just one boob.
Usually I see them where they have three.
Yeah, Total Recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because like he's like even looking down at her and he looks back up and he's like, "Excuse me, like what'd you say?" You tell he was obviously distracted, but I wanted a sequel so bad because they gave you a fake trailer at the end of this, like there was going to be a sequel, like what to expect, but they shot it just for the movie. So like I don't know if we're ever going to get it now. So I think it's one of those.
That's been around for a long time now.
See, that's what I was gonna say. It's one of those movies where it's been around too long.
Is that from the 80s?
No, this is from the early 2000s.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think it came out. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. 2002.
Really?
2002. Yeah, that's early. That's super early. So yeah, it's one of those movies that it's 20 years.
And it's still 23 years old.
Yeah, it's way past due now.
Man,
It's way past due now. You try to do a sequel to this, I don't think it's gonna. Yeah. It's like Dumb and Dumber 2.
It might be funny. See the same guy then, and only this time.
Yeah. He says, "I'm still the chosen one."
I'm still chosen.
Or they do the legacy thing where it's his son passing down to his son. Now he's the chosen one. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. It cracks me up still to this day. As a matter of fact, I might watch it tonight before bed. That's what all I gotta say about that. Actually, I got more to say, but
if you had Forrest Gump in there, or if I could have found Forrest Gump, that would have been one of my choices.
Yeah, I got upstairs on my blue.
I love Forrest Gump. That's one of my favorites. It's some of the ones that we were talking about earlier that I would have picked. Anything in the Planet of the Apes franchise. I love anything in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Rocky franchise.
I thought
Karate Kid.
I thought they nailed the new Planet of the Apes series.
They did.
I still haven't seen Kingdom yet. I still have not seen Kingdom.
You got to see Kingdom because they're coming out with a new one next year.
Already?
Yeah. I was just reading. I think it was next year that it comes out.
Does it have a title yet?
I don't think so.
Man.
But I'm really looking for it. I think I'm hoping that it'll lead up to the timeline. I've been reading a lot, but some people don't think so, but hoping it's leading up to the timeline of when, from the original Planet of the Apes, when Charlton Heston first lands in the Icarus.
Because I guess technically these are, well, I guess they could be prequels to those, couldn't they? Did they ever?
Yeah, well, they took place in the same timeline, because if you remember in the original, you hear the newscast talking about astronauts getting ready to go into space. And what they're talking about is Charlton Heston and them, they're getting ready to go on this mission into space.
Yeah.
So they left right before all this started happening. And then when they came back, the world was changed.
Yeah, that's right. That makes sense.
So hopefully it'll kind of bring it full circle.
Yeah.
But like I said, some of the new Planet of the Apes movies takes place in a different area, whereas the original took place, around New York, because you got the Statue of Liberty there, and I think it's different. So some people say, well, it can't lead up to that point because it can still lead up because it's Planet of the Apes. It's not just location of the apes,
right? Yeah,
so it can still lead up to that point.
True. That's very true.
So,
what's Bill got?
But
you got a good pick.
Aside
there.
from the other ones, this one I picked because it was the first movie.
What you got?
I'm not going to tell you. It's Ghost.
What's the classic song?
When
they're doing the... What is that song?
I've even got it on my playlist. What is it?
What the heck is that song called?
Now you're going to drive me crazy.
I know, dude.
I know that song because I love the song.
We have to pull it up now.
Yeah. While he's looking that up, I'll tell you. Ghost, for one thing, I love Demi Moore in it. Absolutely love Demi Moore.
Didn't mean to have that in the background, yeah.
And I love the movie. It totally, I like the effects. It was pretty scary at the time, and I see a lot of scary horror movies and stuff like that. This one was genuinely scary. It was just eerie, like some of the images that would show of these ghosts was like really creepy. But it threw me. The ending threw me because I was not tipped off by the ending.
No, you wasn't?
No, I did not know about it
before social media, because Ghosts and Sixth Sense and movies like that would have been ruined by day one.
Right.
Nowadays.
And I did not know how it was going to end. Like you said, Sixth Sense, that was another one where I had no idea how that was going to end. But social media nowadays,
it would.
Unless you just stay off social media completely, you're gonna get some spoilers.
I didn't even get the chance to see I Know What You Did Last Summer until like a few days after. So on day one, like on that Friday, I was scrolling social media and I was already seeing people posting stuff. Thankfully, Sarah Michelle Gellar didn't get spoiler alerted, which you guys just did. Yeah. But guess what?
Right,
it's been out for a while now. Shh.
Yeah.
I think you gotta once you hit a time limit, I think it's okay to talk. But like whenever you're fresh out the theater, opening weekend, I think is one of those like keep it hush at least for like the first week to even be more respectful. But then after that, it's kind of free game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I think Ghost worked as a good story, a good love story.
Rest in peace, Patrick.
It's a good love story. So
it's one of my favorite roles that he's ever did. Unchained Melody.
Unchained Melody, yes.
Yeah, whenever they were like, I'm going to not play so much before I get in trouble. But remember that? Whenever they were like, I'm hungry for your touch.
Was that playing when they were doing the clay? When they were
molding it together?
Molding the clay?
Yeah. Because I think she woke up and she was messing with it and he woke up.
And who was the guy on the train that was chasing after him?
Man.
And
I forget his name.
That was creepy.
Get off my train.
Get off my train.
You're on my train.
Yeah.
Dude, he was creepy, man.
And then, so it had the creepy parts, it had the scary parts, it had the love story, and then it had the funny parts.
It did have a little bit of everything, didn't it?
A little bit of everything. Whoopi Goldberg.
Dang, yeah, Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm not a huge Whoopi Goldberg fan. I love what she's done. I love Star Trek. Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
Next Generation. She was guiding.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she and
she cracks me up when they were in the bank, and she's like, and he's like, make it out for this, and she's like, I know who I'm making, and like they're all like. thinking she's like schizophrenic or something because she's like talking to him.
She was funny in that.
Yeah, sign it as Patty May.
But you take a movie like this, it's got everything. It's got a beautiful a song that became even more popular.
That's true.
And it was an older song.
Yeah,
and it became even more popular after the movie came out.
Yeah.
So you got the song, you've got the love story, you got the scary elements, you got the supernatural elements, you got the comedy with Whoopi Goldberg. It just had everything, and I absolutely love this movie. Plus, I love Demi Moore. So if you're out there, Demi, I love you.
No, yeah, for real, dude. And you were great in The Substance too. That was a great.
Oh yeah,
that was a good movie.
That was.
But
excellent.
yeah, no, with Ghost, man, that was with both of them. They're both fantastic, and I love whenever you see that with movies, or not just movies, but like music and stuff like that that may have been popular something at the time or a different time or whatever, but then another like something big brings it back and it becomes popular again. I forget what song it is, but it was in Stranger Things 4, I think, but it's that song that Running Up That Hill. I don't know. Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you know,
I'm waiting for it to come out. All of them come out on physical media because I didn't have Netflix.
Okay.
So I've got the first 2 seasons.
Gotcha.
And I'm waiting so I can get the rest of the season.
I don't think they got 3 or 4 out on physical, do they?
I don't think they do.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
It took
I'm
them
waiting.
a long time to get 1 and 2 out, bro. That's why I hate Netflix, because they either don't put it out, or if they do, they take like a decade.
Or they put out one and they don't put out the rest. Like, one of my favorite series that Netflix put out was Lost in Space.
Oh yeah,
the reboot of Lost in Space. It was an excellent series. It was more of a series the way the original was meant to be. Before Jonathan Harris kind of turned it into a campy kids show.
Right.
But it was really good science fiction, and it was really. And I love the original Lost in Space. Don't get me wrong, but it went in a different direction on what it was intended. But this new series, I love it. But it came out with the first series, and there was only 3 seasons. There's only 3 seasons long, and they have never released the other 2. Why release the first season if you're not going to release the other 2?
That makes no sense.
No, that just really ticks me off with Netflix.
Yeah.
So.
Well, shoot, another thing that ticks me off with Netflix is their cancellation, man. They always cancel something. Like that Santa Clarita Diet, me and Sarah are still pissed off about it. They gave us like 3 seasons with Drew Barrymore. I don't know if you saw it. It was really good. And then they just canceled it. Like they got 3 seasons. It ended on a cliffhanger. And they canceled it. And then there's another movie or TV show that Dalton's trying to get me into. I think it was called like Daybreak or something like that. But it was like a zombie show, and that was only got 1 season and got canceled. So whenever he told me that, I was like, "Well, I'm not even gonna finish." I watched the first episode, and I was like, "This is good." And he goes, "Yeah, it got canceled." And I said, "Huh?"
This is why I don't have Netflix. Like I said, I want to see.
I really don't even want to support
all
them
of Stranger Things, but
I only support them for Adam Sandler. Happy Gilmore 2. Did you watch that on Netflix yet?
What is it?
Happy Gilmore 2.
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen it?
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I don't have Netflix. That's the thing. I don't have Netflix.
Man,
and there's very few things on. Was Cobra Kai on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, I have the entire series now, except for the last season. It hasn't been released yet. But that is one that I do have, the complete series of Cobra Kai. I haven't watched it yet. Because I was waiting. Once again, it was on Netflix, so I was waiting to.
Did Karate Kid Legends make any sense then for you?
Yes,
it did.
One of my favorite movies of the year.
Because I haven't watched the last couple parts of the last season, but that's only because of the story they were doing with Mr. Miyagi, and I hated it so much because they were making him look like a thief and a bad guy and all this stuff, and like it was like something
in the series, or
and they're making it sound like it was something that he didn't tell Danielson about. So Danielson's finding out about his past. And that he did some bad things and stuff, and I was just like, "That's not Mr. Miyagi," so I quit watching.
They played in the movie Karate Kid Legends. They actually paid honor to Miyagi. They even have his picture. They show his picture in the movie, and so they honor him. And you don't have to have seen the series to enjoy the movie.
That's good.
It's a standalone movie with a lot of surprises, but it was an excellent, one of my favorite movies of the year.
Well, it sounds like since you don't have Netflix, Bill and I are wrapping up this podcast right now, getting a pizza and watching Happy Gilmore 2. Is there any pizza joints even open? That's the question. What
time is it?
10:36.
I doubt it.
Yeah. on a Monday night.
I went to Little Caesars one time. It was like almost 9 o'clock, and we're not making any more pizzas, but it's only 9 o'clock.
What time they close?
They must have closed early that night. I don't know what time they normally close, but like, that night it was like 9 o'clock.
You can't pop in one more frozen pizza for me? One more?
Look at me. I'm starving. Yeah, I'm starving.
Come
you
on.
Gotta feed me here.
Yeah, give me some pizza.
Can you turn this down? What do you mean, yes?
Oh, my freaking throat is itchy right now. I don't know what happened. Bill, I think you win. I don't know if I can top any of those. Terminator 2 is the only good one I got.
I had more time to look at the movies, but you own the movies. Yeah. So.
Well, I just grabbed 2 goofy ones, and then I grabbed a serious one.
Well, you did get my interest up in Dung Pile. Kung Pao.
You're going to give Dung Pao a second chance?
I'm going to give Dung Pile
a second chance?
Yeah.
You need to take it home tonight and watch it? Do you own it? Do you own it?
No, I don't. I don't own it.
Do you need to take it home and watch it?
I can watch it. Yeah.
You need to borrow it?
Well, let me wait a little bit because I'm going to be leaving here for a while, and I don't want to hold on to it forever for you.
Yeah, because I already want to watch it again tonight. Yeah. I'd send you home with it, and I'd be sitting here like, damn.
I'm gonna have to bring my list. Like I said, I got a few thousand movies.
That's why you definitely
and I've got
me.
hundreds of complete full TV series.
You taught me because at one point I stopped buying them just because their movies started upping in price now. Man, they're getting expensive. Like if you want to buy a 4K movie, it's like $30-$40. You want to buy a Blu-ray, it's about $25-$30. And DVDs, shoot, they used to be like maybe $15. Now they're still like $20-$25. Like what the hell?
But if you wait and you get like movie collections all together, like Scream, I got all the Scream movies in one collection.
Yeah, see, Blu-ray. I don't mind getting that with certain movies. Like I just did that with like the new Halloween trilogy. Even though I didn't like Ends, I still wanted to own it just to complete it. So I got the box set with all 3 of them in it. That way I didn't have to, it was cheaper too. Even Meet the Parents.
Halloween Unforgiving is much better than
better.
Yeah,
very much
Halloween
better.
Unforgiving. Now that's an excellent one. You got to check that out.
Check it out online, y'all. It's up there. It's up there, and Halloween season's right around the corner.
That's right. It's time for you to watch it.
Time to watch it again, baby.
You might see somebody you recognize.
Yeah, and then I think I heard that team's got another fan film coming out next December, 2026.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to
a Scream one. It's going to be a Scream.
Yeah. And yes, I'm in it.
He's in it too.
I'm in it.
Yeah. And I kind of had to throw. I feel really weird that I didn't put myself in Halloween. I did a voice cameo, but I didn't give myself any time in that movie at all. And I'm a big Michael Myers fan. I'm really surprised I didn't do that. So I guess this time around, I feel like since I missed out on it, I'm like, and it's Ghostface. I'm like, I gotta put myself in there. I gotta.
You gotta.
I really want to focus on directing, but I'm like, it's Ghostface, man.
I'm looking forward to that, and y'all be looking forward to it too.
I gotta get sliced and diced, or will I be the killer, or will I get sliced and diced, or will I have a nude scene?
Okay, I'm out.
Right? Well, me and Bill's got a nude scene together.
That's the scariest thing I've heard, man.
Yeah. He's playing an officer or a detective, so he's gonna you interrogate me in the shower. So I'm like, sir, you couldn't have gotten me outside of this. I'm like, now's the perfect time.
Is it too late to get Demi Moore?
Yeah. She plays my role now. I dropped the towel or the washcloth, and I never hear it hit the ground. And I'm like, who's there? It's me, son. Don't move. I hope that's your gun. You better hope it is too.
Why you got it down so low?
Yeah.
You must be a little short guy, huh? Whoa. Little short guy with a gun in my back.
Right. Shorts with a gun in your back or just shorts? That was pretty good. Had me laughing. We just got real. We just got after dark. We got a little real. We talking all night. But we definitely just got after dark there. If you made it this far, it was pretty dark. It's pretty dark.
Dark.
But that's what makes it fun.
Fun. Dark. It's darkness.
Ooh. We need to try to do something fun this spooky season. I can't remember what we did last year for our first year. I know we talked some horror movies and stuff, but we got to do something. And we got to bring you back.
We can talk about real stories of because I've got a few that happened to me in real life.
Okay. You heard the man.
That scares me to this day, and these are real stories. This isn't like made up campfire. This is stuff that really happened.
Hell yeah, those are the best stories.
Police record. There's
those
a
are
police
the scariest ones.
There's a police record involved with one of them.
Ooh. You see, you could talk all day making up like, a guy in a hockey mask came up behind you and jumped out the bushes, and everyone's like, imagination. There's something even scarier about a real true story.
Real.
Yeah.
And I have a few of them that happened that scares the crap out of me every time I think about it.
I got scared. Death came after me from Final Destination whenever I was a delivery driver for pizza. Somebody's tire flew off and almost went through my windshield, but I stopped just in time for it to bounce and ricochet off my bumper. So death came after me, man. Final Destination. I've never had Michael Myers or Ghostface or any of them come after me, but death did come after me. Mm-hmm. But speaking of, man, when we were talking about going full circles earlier and death, we're going to combine those two topics. Final Destination, that was a good series.
I loved it. Did you see the last one?
I did. Bloodlines is really good.
I loved. What was his name?
Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Who we lost
when he gave that speech in there about enjoy and cherish every day.
Dude, it's like he was talking to us and saying goodbye.
He was saying goodbye because he knew he was dying, and that just broke my heart because that was real.
I was gonna say, I think he improvised a little bit on that too.
And he did,
and that came from the heart.
It came from the heart, and I love the way that they finally they tied up his connection to all the other movies.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Finally learn how he's connected to all the Final Destination movies.
Yeah,
and I think that was a good tribute to him
for sure
on his final movie.
Now I thought the fifth one was a good way in to stop it because it went full circle. And this one was actually really good. I enjoyed it, and the kills were pretty fun and brutal. Yeah. But because of Tony Todd, and now that he's gone, it's almost like you got to stop it there. Like, screw the money. I don't care how much money you think you can make from the movie. Like, now you got to leave it there. You know what I mean? Like, that's him, like, saying goodbye. Like, what are you going to do now? Like, try to bring in either replace them, recast them, or... which is always, one of the most popular options, like because they don't want to kill off a character, so they recast them. Except for Wakanda, Black Panther. That was like the first time, like, instead of just recasting the main character, like we actually saw the character die because the actor died.
Right.
You never really see that. Usually they just recast them or something, But
I read where they are talking about more because the Final Destination movies are fun. No matter what. They're just a lot of fun. But they were having people write in saying, where would you like to see the disaster happen? It could be global, anywhere. Yeah. And people were coming up with different ideas. And some of these ideas that they had, I mean, you've had amusement parks, you've had this big high-rise building in the last one, you had a bridge, you had the airplane, you had the traffic, accident.
The new one in the Skyfall.
A
lot of people want to see a cruise ship. Because we haven't seen anything like that.
Cruise ship would be a good...
Because, I mean, where do you go from there? Even if you jump off the cruise ship, like, death could still drown your ass.
People are coming up with some really, really good ideas about where it would be really scary for a disaster to happen that would make people think twice about going there.
True, yeah. Dude, I love that they brought back the log truck in Bloodline. That was cool.
Yeah.
At the very,
that was
the
good.
very end, man. Well, there's also a quick clip of it when they were, like, getting ready to drive away, but they stopped real fast and that truck went by. That was a log truck. But then you saw it again later, and that was unexpected because, like, whenever the train actually stopped, I was like, oh snap, are we? Because I know the last like 3 movies, I think they've been killing off everybody by the end. Only the first 2 I think had survivors, because in 3 they survived, but at the very end that train went off rails and that killed everybody, which started the trend of everybody starting to die. Because even at the end of 5, even though they survived, they got on 180, which triggers the full circle event to the first one. But I was like, so I thought they were going to survive.
Is there anybody left that death would be going after now?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. That's another reason why you'd have to end it then. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because
unless they reboot it, or unless somebody's related somehow to one of the people that I don't know. Yeah,
it's one or the other. I don't know. But
they should have had the final word up there. Gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. What are your final words of the night? Because I think we're coming up on the end of the potty pod. What else you got to say?
I think all of these movies that we discussed are worth seeing.
I think I won. No, I'm just kidding. Bill won. Bill won. Bill won at least on 2 of the 3. I definitely won with Terminator 2. I'm just saying.
Terminator 2
but,
was excellent, yeah.
But all fun jokes aside, all the fun competition, like you just said, all 6 of these films are definitely really good recommendations for sure. Outside of them, everybody's gonna have different tastes. You know, one person might think I'm sure there's people out there that think Terminator 2 is a bad movie. I don't know how, but I'm sure there's people out there that don't like it. You know. But,
and there's people out there that don't like Star Trek. I mean, you're wrong.
Like they're wrong.
You're wrong, but
you're talking to somebody who never really was introduced to it until J.J. Abrams, and then I was actually like, these are good. I enjoy the characters. It's fun. And now, I don't know why I haven't gone back and given it a shot, because I had time to do that in the past, but I haven't. But I definitely do want to sit down and rewatch them someday. Check out the series.
So you ought to watch Star Trek Voyager. Jerry Ryan is 7 of 9. Whew.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
ooh, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say, man. You got any final thoughts or anything like that?
No. Just keep watching those movies. Check out some of these if you haven't seen them already, and have fun.
I would like a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $5, baby. You want fries with that? He says he just left with nuts.
When do you serve fries with nuts?
I don't know, but it was a random moment because he was going to get he was wanting to steal some Gophers or whatever, so he got some nuts. And whenever he was like, I would like a pound of nuts, and he's like, that'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that? The way he says it's hilarious.
He likes this movie.
It's so random and funny, man. He says, my nipples look like milk nuts. He also says, I go pee-pee standing up. If you had
maybe I won't watch this movie. maybe I won't. You just gave it the last chance, just right there.
If you had if you had an ass, I'd kick it.
Yeah, I think you just gave it its final chance for me watching.
Chosen one. He says, my name
Please accept my apologies for...
I am a great magician. Your clothes are red.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
I said, I am a great magician. Your clothes are red.
Oh, in.
I am a great magician. Your clothes are red. Now they're black. Back to black. Watch the movie, you'll understand. There's a funny moment because it's funny because remember how I was telling you how they cut back and forth from like old movies and stuff that they clipped in. So they got a scene where I guess these 2 actors are in 2 different movies together. So they take clips from those 2 different movies in the same scene. So every now and again it cuts back to the guy and he's wearing a red shirt, and then it cuts back, and then when it goes back to him he's wearing like a red shirt or a black shirt or whatever. So every time they did that, the guy he was talking to was always just like right before it would cut, he goes, your clothes are black, and then it just cut. He's got a black shirt on, and then he's like, your clothes are red again, and then like it cuts back and he's got a red shirt. It's so funny.
do they do the thing where the voice, like where they're talking and go,
yes,
and then where voice don't match the
and it's funny because it's purposely obviously done like that to make it more parody to parody that stuff. But what's even funnier is I'm pretty sure there's an original commentary track where you can actually hear the original audio that they were saying, and it's nothing like it's a completely different movie because it's like their lines are not the same. Like they're saying random stuff, you know what I mean? Like they might just be like, they might just be like, I hang my coats up on the rack, and instead they might just be like, I'm going to fight you today. You know what I mean? Like they might like say something completely different than the movie, so you could hear like their actual audio track, which is hilarious to know that. So that way, like they're obviously definitely not matching like at all, you know what I mean? So it's not like they're actually saying something and it's like, oh no, it's like they're actually mimicking the words, it's just the audio's late. It's like, no, they're actually like not even saying the right words. It's hilarious.
That might be worth watching just to see that.
Yeah, even if you give it a shot and you just watch that commentary track, because it's hilarious. Some of this, I would honestly, I got to rewatch that just because I remember how funny that was watching it for the first time. That's a good one.
It has been a pleasure being with you tonight. Please join us again next time.
Yeah.
And we shall bring you thrills and chills and more mayhem and more dung pow.
You think you're so cool because you can pee with your penis?
It's time to go. Time to go.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching and
night.
listening. We'll take care. Thanks for our extra
It's
awesome
been
hosting.
real.
My name's Betty. What is Betty? A woman's name? My nipples look like milk duds.
That was fun.